All right, with this West 2 Facebook Live update, I'm Chief Meteorologist Tony Manolfi. Hope you guys are having a good Sunday. We're getting some squally weather now along the coast, but it certainly looks like the worst of the weather is going to stay offshore, but we will watch the coast as it'll get grazed by Tropical Storm Isaias as it lifts northward slowly and gradually here overnight tonight. So we'll continue to be watching that for you. And for everybody else, let's go ahead and take a look now at the latest information on our particular feature. Maritza, Lulu have popped in. Good to have you guys. Adriana, Patty Merchant-Miller, not too bad in Vieira. It's a very tight-knit system there, and it's kind of pushed back to the east from the early morning runs through the afternoon. So it looks like the worst core is going to stay offshore. We will continue to watch that for you guys, just to make sure there's no wobble back towards the west or closer to the coast. Because remember now, any little wobble can be the big difference between getting significant winds and not getting in too much wind at all. So we'll continue to watch that. So Sally Anderson, a bunch of folks now in here. We are going to go county by county for sure. Just hang tight here. Joyce Brown Long, Jolene, Mary, J.C. Barber, Justina, Lydia, Lindia, Sue, Gary Apples. All right, so this is a look at the latest satellite imagery, and when we zoom it in, you can see a big convective or a big thunderstorm burst of winds on the north and the northeast side. That is going to stay offshore. It is not going to be coming our way, so we're going to be in pretty good shape with regards to that. We could get some fringe tropical storm force gusts. In fact, we're starting to get some of them, and we've got two planes in there, a NOAA and an Air Force plane, both doing what they do, gathering information and getting ready to send it back. But you can see our NOAA plane just found the wind of 74 miles an hour, hurricane force, but that's at an altitude of 10,000 feet. So again, that's not down to the surface, but it just goes to show you this storm, while over those warm waters, is still packing a punch. So there we go. So there's the latest cone, and the 8 o'clock intermediate advisory he had a new baby, Hilly Riggs. How about that? I love that. We're gonna have pictures tonight for you guys, by the way. Tropical storm Isaias. Again, there's the cone, offshore by about 30 to 60 miles. So again, at that distance, that's good enough to keep the worst of the weather offshore. Bella, happy birthday, 2 years old to her. Love that. My little bambina. So Monday, 2 a.m., right there along the coast of Daytona Beach and Brevard County. Jacob Harper, good to have you. Jimmy Mutter, Pam Ann, and MK Danhouse. Hope I'm saying that right. Cassandra, the Karen Rasmussen. So that's the track. Worst of the weather will stay offshore with a nick along the coast. Tomorrow morning, could be a little bit active along the coast, but improving gradually throughout the course of the day from south to north. Suzanne, good to have you. Nikki, Mary, Debbie, Agosto Rosa, Jesus Garcia, all in the house. Good to have you guys. So there's the track. This one's going to hug the coast all the way up to New York City and Boston. Now the models have been inching it back to the east just a little bit today. Tracy, Karen, Bianca, Susan, you guys know my motto, sharing is caring. The more people we can reach by you guys sharing these Facebook Lives, the more people we can put in the weather now. So there you go. There you have it. You can see the tracks lifting up to the north and the east. And that means at that location, I think you're going to have to go to work tomorrow. Sorry, girl. Francis, a little tired. Yeah, I got out of here at 3:30 and then had to turn around and come back in at 2 to do cut-ins. But, once we get past tonight, I think we'll be in much better shape. I'll get some rest. And I am off Monday and Tuesday, by the way. Alex will be filling in for me. Tropical storm warnings right there along the coast. Flagler, Volusia, and on into Brevard counties. Maryland, good to have you. Irene Smith. Del Marie Rivera, good to have you guys in there. So let's take a look now at the radar. Let me show you what's going on, show you where the biggest storms are. I'm not complaining at all, but what made it go to the east is it battled some of that dry air, and that southwesterly wind shear was just enough to nudge it back offshore, and we're going to break that down for here again. Fran, Barbie, Deborah, good to have you guys in here. You're welcome, Sally. Got a couple bands. This one's working off towards the southwest. So Sorrento, Shell Bluff, Tavares, Salt Springs, coming at you between now and about 9. Hello from West Melbourne, right back at you. Mr. Figueroa, Mrs. Figueroa, good to have you guys. Daniel, Misty, and Steven, all in the house. Good to have you guys here. Appreciate you popping in. So there we go. Got a little burst of showers there. A few more showers back through the interior. But the core of the strongest action and activity is way out here over the open waters of the Gulf Stream. And look at the winds just offshore. Sammy Joy, Dolly Kane, good to have you guys. Sarah, good to have you. Bonnie Gary, good to have you there. Yeah, Matthew wobbled also. That's exactly right. Ksenia's in the house. Girl, good to have you there. How's the baby doing? Debbie's in the house. Courtney, we got Annette. We got Robert Jones. We got Greg Lenich. And Brian Lee Boof in the house. Sherry Lacey has popped in. So look at those offshore winds right there. Anywhere from 55 to 81 miles an hour, just offshore. So that little wobble, not wobble, but that little trend back towards the east from late last night through today is just enough to keep the strongest core of winds offshore. Now, that's not to say that we did not get tropical storm force winds. I don't think it's going to. I don't think it's going to shift more from where it is right now. It's awfully close as it is. Carmen, good to have you there. Ava, Tabby, Kim, good to have you guys in there. Appreciate you guys popping in. So there you go. That is a look at some of the peak gusts so far. And actually, Barefoot Bay just gusted to 54, I think I saw. So we have hit the 50s. Now, someone was asking, well, why did it wobble, or not wobble, why did it move a little bit back towards the east? Well, take a look at what's going on here. We have a pretty strong front that's in here. And what it is doing, this little front right here is forcing things to lift northeast. You got this big high here, and what that's doing is trying to push this to the west, and this is trying to push it to the northeast. So the overall flow is going to do something like that. That's what's going to happen between low pressure and high pressure. So that's what's going on right there. So again, trough dug in just enough here in the last 24 hours to help keep the strongest core of the winds just offshore. So that's kind of what we're doing right now, and that's what we're looking at. You can see some of the wind gusts there. Melbourne up to 39, but the strongest envelope of winds there in the yellow and the orange are well offshore. So again, we're I think going to dodge any sort of significant weather impacts here. Ormond just got some rain not too long. It's moving pretty quick, and it does get pretty breezy there, Kristen Brown, doesn't it? Mary Alice, Edna Burgos, Elaine Gaff, Port Orange, Dan, good to have you there. Lulu, good to have you. No reports of any damage in the Bahamas, thankfully. You're welcome for the mention. Jesse, Maribel, good to have you there. So let's take a look at where this is going and how much rain and what the winds are going to be like. We haven't touched upon that yet, so I'm going to do that now. So there's our Futurecast presentation, and you can clearly see that we have our storm that's lifting to the north and then gradually to the north and the east by the afternoon tomorrow. So we'll get some rain tomorrow, but the worst of the winds is going to be just offshore. There's an update, 1 to 2 inches along I-4, and you can get that literally in one quick tropical downpour. Just Anna, good to have you there. Corrine, Edgewater, Volusia County, clear skies, cooler than here. Jesse, you're welcome there. Miss Belts, Tasha, Shanice, Cynthia, Angela Macaluso, Rainbow. Ooh, nice ice cream. Ooh, nice. Now I'm hungry. Emilio, you're welcome. Diane Mathers, good to have you. Lulu, they have. You're absolutely right about that. So that's the rainfall. Let's talk winds here. Let's kind of break this down, show you what we're talking about. Get rid of that point right there. All right. Here's 8 p.m. so you can see, kind of toning it down just a little bit here as we look at the county by county stuff. So there you go. Right there. Happy birthday, Star. Good to have you. So you can see, not too bad. Keeps coming in lower and lower with that track farther and farther to the east. And you can see the core of the wind is now staying offshore. Now, the wave action is pretty impressive. So I do want to show you this. I am chewing Orbit. Spearmint. It is tasty too. Gotta keep my throat from getting sore. Murphy Bluth, Paula Caravella, Susan. It did, Susan. We got lucky. Megan Vital, Sally Anderson, and Ormond Beach is in the house. Morgan, good to have you there, Morgie. So look at that wave action. Still could get a little bit of storm surge. I don't think it's going to be. I think it's going to be on the lower end. Wave action is ridiculous. Courtney Bushman, good to have you there. Cordelina, Courtney Meister, I like spearmint, says Holly. Yes, leaving gradually here. Absolutely, well said. 15 to 20 right now. 13 to 17 Sunday night. Monday 6 to 8. And Tuesday 3 to 4. Hey Tony, says Dennis. Orlando's here. Francis, really where? So glad to hear it shipped. Yeah, just that little bit is helping us out. Shanoa and Melissa Smith. It's not going to be too bad in Port Orange. I mean, you'll get some gusty winds in that 35, 45 mile an hour range. But again, with that, subtle shift, a little bit more to the east today. We're out of that core of the strongest wind, so that's some good news. So there we go. Right now, the beaches, 8 to 11 Sunday night, growing to 15 to 20 as the storm's going by, then coming down Monday and Tuesday. And here's a look at Brevard. 15 to 20 right now. 13 to 17 is Sunday night, Monday, Tuesday, 6 to 8, and 3 to 4. So we're going to update these winds here by 10 miles an hour on both the sustained and the gusts. So winds will be 30 to 40 with gusts 40 to 55. So we're starting to tweak these now, looking at the new data coming in. There is one other thing in the tropics, but it's not coming this way, so we will not spend too much time on that, just so you guys know. And then when we take a look at the next 7 days, boom, getting back to normal, your daily afternoon showers and storms. Mickey Sugar. Melissa, congrats. Yes, that's right. There's some squally weather from now and now, Danielle. Nothing too major. You're going to be fine. Not to do anything. Tomorrow night, good Renee Bigot. You're fine. You're welcome, Christina Malik Malev. Gerardo Lopez, good to have you. Sammy the Bull, good to have you in there. So there's your 7-day. England Volusia winds are going to be 20 to 30. You're fine. Paula M. McSweeney, good to have you. You have a good night too, James. Appreciate you popping in. I think Melbourne is done. Let's go back to the radar there real quick and kind of show you what's going on. Mike Fada, Yukon Capo Greco. Leanna, good to have you. Renee, you're welcome. Brenda Lee Muniz. Thank you for these updates, Miss Muniz. You're welcome. Winds in Daytona. When these bursts of winds come through, you're going to be in the 30 to 40 mile an hour range, maybe 45 max. Keloy Moon, the season is young. You're good in Sanford, yes. Steve Barry, my friend, good to have you there. Heather Hinn, awesome. Anna Jacques Zag, the Zegster, the Zeganator. She's in. Happy Sunday night to you. So as you can see, got a couple bands breaking on off. Big one right there, coming through Flagler, on into Lake, soon to be Marion and Sumter. So we'll watch that. A couple fast showers here, over towards the east side of town. Boom! There you go. We love you too. No problem. Just doing my job, trying to keep you guys up to date. I might get Monday and Tuesday off, but now that Eric is going to be out for a couple of weeks with the baby, I'm going to probably be working Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. So, no, shortened, but I'll get a few more days off. I was supposed to have Thursday to Sunday off, but that ain't working. I know, it feels like I'm always working. Peter, you're right. Daniela Hume, thank you, Danielle, appreciate you. Yes, it is, Ann. It's going to stay that way overnight tonight. Sanford's in the house. Connie Smith, you guys are good up there. Irma was bad, no power for over a week, says Lulu. Elizabeth Hunt sharing some video of some storm surge up there with me a short time ago. Mary's having cocktails. Thank you again for these updates. Brianne, you are welcome. Don't forget my motto, sharing is caring. The more people we can reach by you guys sharing these Facebook Live feeds, the more people we can put in the Weather Know and just kind of assure people that, things are going to be okay. And so that's what we're doing. All right, so let's do some more county by counties here. Again, going to have to, with the latest shift coming in here, bring these winds down even a little bit more, from 40 to 50 to 30 to 40, and gusts 40 to 50 along the coast. So we're going to tweak that. And then the inland areas, we'll do 15 to 25, and then 25 to 35 is what we're going to do there for Orange County based on the new guidance and information coming in now. And then off to the west, 10 to 20 and 15 to 25 still looks pretty good off to the west. Merritt Island looks yellow, orange outside. Peter, you're welcome. Lisa, you're welcome. Zamora, Rivera, you'll get some fast-moving showers, Zamora, but I think you're going to be okay. You're the weatherman. Sal, you're too kind. Appreciate it. Just started pouring. Lisa Peltz. Yep, in and out. So does Edgewater, says Megan. Appreciate you, Megs. Ashley Farm. Dwayne Allers, early star. 10 names so far. 10 named storms. Indeed, you are correct. So let me, again, show you why this one is not going to be coming west. We have danced with this big trough of low pressure here, and the dance this time is going to be working in our favor. See that right there? What that is trying to do is force the wind now back this way. So what it's trying to do, and there's your high. There's your high. There's your low. So things can only go this way. And that's where this storm is going to go. Paul, you take care. Good to have you in here. North Brevard, again, a few tropical storm force wind gusts. Nothing too major. We're bringing the winds down as the tracks have been a little bit more to the east. Let's see here. 47 mile an hour wind gust in Cocoa Beach, Port Canaveral, coming in at 52. How about that? And 54 at Port Canaveral. How about that? Nice buoy. Oh, that's a buoy. That's a buoy. So there we go. Buoy. So offshore, just at 50 miles an hour. So that's how close it is. The buoys are coming in with winds in the 50s, while near shore, they're around 35 to 45. In fact, let me pull up this one particular. Here's the most recent gusts. Ooh, Mary Bacon, nice sky. At sunset, a little bit of light, a little bit of water. Trenton, well, the storm's more to the east, so that, and because they probably worked 30 hours in 2 days. Orange, a lot of people commenting about the orange sky. It's not going to be bad in Deltona. We'll have a few squalls, a few pockets of some moderate to heavy rain, and then as the swell moves on out, the weather will begin to improve. So there's a look now at the satellite. Core of the strongest weather clearly has stayed offshore. So that is some good news, which means we will be lowering the rainfall totals and the winds once they get off here with us. Nice no bug, says Kathy. Nice. Haiti Ramos. No, Haiti, I think you're going to be fine over there in Bithlo. You might be in that 20 to 30 mile an hour range there for the next couple of hours, but other than that, that's about it. Elvira, you are too kind. There was a little bit of lightning there earlier. Let me go to the, a little bit of lightning in the band earlier in the afternoon. Let me see if there's any lightning there in this right now. Not seeing any, so that's good. Most of the lightning is offshore. That is wrong, Talia. That is not going to happen. It is going to stay offshore. There's your lightning. You see those little white dots? That's around that core. So that's going to stay offshore. So your center of circulation, again, is right about in here. There it is. No tornadoes. We're good. Everything, this worst weather is going to be offshore. Julie, good to have you. Jeremy, Martinez, Donna, Mary, Brigitte. Parkman's going to be fine. A couple of fast-moving showers, maybe a brisk wind for a second or two, but then you're okay. Kathy, moving very fast. Yes. I can't get any cameras right now. Paige, DeWinter's in the house. Paige, good to have you there, girl. The winds are going to be in the 30 to 40 mile an hour range with gusts 40 to 50. The worst if it's offshore. We were showing folks here. Look at that right there, Paige. See that? Literally just offshore by a scotch. We're at 50 to 80 mile an hour winds. So that little jaunt back to the east has really helped on out. Sharing is caring. Vicky Hill is correct. Jojo Loveboy, Joy, Nikki Williams, Joe Hernandez. I think the core is going to stay offshore. You might get a little bit of wraparound, but I think we're going to be fine. New Smyrna Beach, Edgewater is also going to be fine. Again, as we were just saying, the trend this afternoon has been a little bit more to the east. And once they get off Facebook Live, with the new runs coming on in, we're going to adjust this down. Winds are going to be, 30 to 40, with 40 to 50 is the gust. So we're going to knock that down by another 15 degrees. Melanie Jane has popped in. Good to have you there. Breeze has been amazing, she says. Appreciate you popping in and saying hi, Mel's. Hope you're doing well and staying COVID-free. Candy, good to have you there. Bonnie, Lockman. All right, so you want to look down the road. Let's take a look at the long-term track for Myrtle Beach. And arrival there is going to be Tuesday at around 2 a.m. in the morning. Quite in Port St. John's. Yeah, you'll get a little bit of rain, but nothing too bad. Yes, Steve, I get the next 2 days off. Right back at you there, Paige. Melanie! Melanie's celebrating her 29th birthday. Everybody wish Melanie a happy birthday. Good to have you there. Alexa, play the birthday song Dance Mix.
Here's Happy Birthday, Dance Mix by Happy Birthday on Amazon.
Here you go, Mels. Happy birthday to Mel. Just had a little wind in Astor. Got a birthday girl in there. So we're celebrating her. Cornelia. Forever 29. Yeah, you and me both, girl. Happy birthday. Hope you got through something pretty cool with maybe one or two friends. Happy birthday. Looks good to me, says Jan. A dance mix, you gotta have to. Look, Mel's likes to dance. I just feel it. Never met the girl, but I just feel like she's got her swerve when she needs to. Deb, good to have you there. Sammy Lopez, Sammy the Bull, Jonathan Bray. Look at all the birthday wishes for you. I'm sorry, Mauricio. My bad. Yeah, she can sing. Spent it. I should have known. Should have known, Mels. Good for you. There's nothing wrong with that. Next one. Eric, we had a little come to Jesus talk with management last night and this morning. So I won this battle. I'll leave it at that. Me too. 29. I love that, Freddie. Robert, Sean. Yeah, I'm sorry. That's what happens when I talk to her. Went out too far. Yes, it did. Yes, it did. Hey, you know what? That's okay. It is only August the 2nd. We've got a long way to go. 10 storms in on August the 1st. Tim, good to have you there. Orlando Brenes. Palm Coast, going to get some wind, a little bit of rain. tropical storm force gusts 40 to 50, maxing it out right there for you guys. You're good. Don't worry about it. A little jog to the east with the tracks today and the positioning of it means that the worst is going to be offshore. In fact, let me show you the latest radar, and you can clearly see what's going on. Biggest, deepest convective batches of thunderstorms are offshore here by, let's see. Oh, didn't mean to do that. Let's do this. Yeah, so there you go. Right about 55 miles, so no hurricane. Could be some gusts there. The buoys are 50 to 60 miles an hour, but right along the shore we've been in the 40 to 50. Did Saturday and Sunday Dawn Marie, and then I'm going to get 2 days off. Leesburg is fine. As these little bands kind of come on through, you get a quick little uptick in the wind, 15 to 30. But other than that, you're in fine. You're in good shape over there. Let's go ahead and take a look at the 7-day. I'll wrap it up with this, as we've kind of covered everything here. So Monday, 91. Still a chance for some showers and storms. You're fine over there in East Volusia, not to worry. You might get 1 or 2 brief tropical storm force wind gusts, but again, from what we're seeing tonight, the worst of it's going to be offshore by about 50 miles. So, Ashley in Titusville, hello, good to have you. Radar is, yep, there we go. I have tweeted energy to retire. You can. Isa Ias. That's it. Jeanette Romer's in. Mary, Nikki Williams. We're fine now, Nikki. Take a breather. Yeah, you're welcome, Franny. You take care. Absolutely, Dawn. You're good to go. Do it. Stephanie, you're welcome. Kaylee, you're welcome. And just remember, when there's active weather, or even if it's nice weather, we do these Facebook Lives. I do them each night, Monday through Friday around 8 o'clock. Obviously, there's much higher viewership when there's severe weather or a hurricane coming our way. But, just if you need a forecast, going somewhere, take a little trip, jump on one day during the week in the evening there around 8 o'clock when you jump on and ask me your question like you're doing right now, and I'll give you an answer. Right now, though, we're focusing in on that 7-day. We're getting ready to wrap it on up. I want to make some tweaks to the county by counties there. But I do appreciate you guys popping in. Love all the nice comments, and do appreciate your feedback on the graphics that we put up there, the ones you like, the ones that you don't like, and feel free to just keep those suggestions coming when it comes to the graphics we put on the air to kind of help tell the story. We're always open for suggestions and ideas, and if we can do it, we'll try and do it for you. Anyway, you guys are a good group. Again, we'll have some gusty winds along the coast. I would be very surprised if they are over 55 miles an hour. So I think we're all going to be in pretty good shape here. This is a good warm-up for the rest of the season. Remember, the peak of hurricane season is around September the 10th. That's usually when it's most active. And boy, have we been active already. On this pace, we may have to go into the Greek alphabet. All right, I'm back on at 10. Remember, Sunday night we do an hour on the CW from 10 to 11, and we then do another hour on West 2 News from 11 to 12. Melanie, that would be nice. I think everybody would be with you on that, my friend. Love the county by county, says Celeste. Yes, we do too. That is probably one of our most popular graphics, and we wear them out when they're needed, as has been the case this week. So, all right, you guys take care. See you tonight at 10 or 11. You guys stay safe. Don't forget to wear your masks. And again, we'll just watch for some gusty winds from time to time as these squalls come on through, and maybe just a little bit higher in those gusts along the coast. But even there, I think we're going to be in good shape. All right, take care. And I'll be back on Wednesday night on Facebook Live, as I'm going to get Monday and Tuesday off to kind of recoup these 2 weekend days. All right, folks, take care. See you. Always a pleasure talking weather, and you guys have a good night.